Sweet. What up, everyone?
What's good, y'all? Happy Tuesday. Hope you're having a great day. What up, Nessa? What up, Mark? What up, Mark? Mark with a K. We got double Mark.
Oh, what up, Mark? Good to see you in here, Mark. Cool. Sweet. What up, Elite? TJ Maxx Bandit right there. What's up, Nessa? Nessa had some good ASINs last night. You guys were sending some awesome ASINs. We were reviewing them and such. Happy to do that again if anyone has any ASINs too. Let's see. G-Body Benz will be joining us in a couple minutes and such. A couple people are starting to touch down in Miami. We got Sawyer Body staying at my house tonight.
I like that all the people who are making the most money on Amazon are the ones sleeping on each other's couches.
It's interesting.
What up, Angel, Sunshine, Steph?
Okay, so Nathan, unfortunately, you got to go a little bit higher on that now that the new fees have added in, the new placement fees and such, man. So you're probably going to end up closer to like 60 or 70 cents per pound. Specifically, the cool thing is, Nathan, if you're buying those products you've been sending or products similar to the products you've been sending with the ASIN reviews you've been doing, man, honestly, bro, you're going to be able to clean up just doing FBM on a lot of these SKUs, man, to be honest.
Yeah, the 30 to 40 cents probably from a video more than 12 days old.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. Unfortunately, guys. Resourcing. Let's get rich. Sadiq, when are you coming in, cousin? Does USPS have a separate drop-off area for multiple packages? If you're really Chad scaling, you'll get the back door, you'll get the drive up to the back, you'll get the carts, you'll get the special bags. So I don't know how your UPS or USPS does it, but probably Alan. Joe, are you in Vegas right now, Joe, or where are you Chad scaling right now, Joe?
I don't think he's going to Miami.
I don't think so either. Yeah, I can't remember that.
I was texting. I'm pretty sure he said he's not coming. Pirate ship good. Someone told you about it. Yeah, it usually can get cheaper shipping on like heavy stuff. Keep in mind that if you buy through there, you're not Amazon insured like you are buying through Seller Central. So just kind of pricing that risk.
What up, Alex? Okay, here we go. Real world hustlers. Okay, I have an ASIN at 12K BSR. After purchasing it, it jumped to 1.5 million. How do you avoid this? So real world hustlers, that is probably a listing that used to be it's like a size 12 of something, and it used to be on the main parent ASIN and it got removed. So the cool thing is, honestly, people are still going to be searching for that though. So there's actually a pretty good chance that still moves regardless. And I don't know, kind of vibing with this if G-Body's camera, it's the all-in podcast setup. On a nope, no Gatorade. I do not do that anymore. I got a nice all-natural sun maxing lemonade with me right now, 100% pure.
Anymore. Right? Did it 2 days ago.
Hey, no. I made this.
So what's the difference between Gatorade and lemonade?
All right. First of all, when you're buying a $9 Miami
Red 40 maxing.
Yeah. Fuck that. Yeah. I'm not grabbing that anymore. Okay. Garrett set the record for the quickest Las Vegas trip of all time. I was in Garrett's house like 5 days ago or some shit. Like
this is exhausting.
You have to. It's soul sucking.
It literally sucks the life out of me.
Wait, so G-Body, when did you actually leave though? Was it Saturday that you left?
Saturday at 7 a.m. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because I remember FaceTiming you Saturday and you were on. Yeah, and it's Tuesday and you're already home. Yeah.
I got home. Yeah, left last night at 10. Got in at 6:30 this morning.
Is there a way to go directly from the SaaS box on the Amazon detail page to view the Google Sheet she is adding it to? Gina, I'm not sure exactly what you mean. Do you mind elaborating on that again?
Gina, you can't click the buttons to go to it, but bookmark it and then just type the first like 2 letters and it'll autofill into your search bar.
Oh, sweet. Okay. That's what's up. Looking forward to Friday. Yes, sir. Oh, what up, Terrence? All right. Terrence, you better get on that stuff I was telling you about, man. Might have talked me into flying down Friday. Not sure tickets are crazy. It's, you can stay with cousin Garrett, probably, Joe,
I haven't booked it yet either. I gotta do that tonight.
Joe's been on the road for a minute.
I mean, at the very worst, we can pull the Uncle Flip's nuclear option and we can pull out the hotel points. I wasn't planning on doing that, but we can pull the Uncle Flip's nuclear option if we need to.
Did anything change with Ungating? 808 invoices keep getting denied. You have to do 50 now. They changed the rules, Curtis, but it says that, so you probably have seen that. Beyond that, just keep submitting there.
What are some of the chances of beating it? So, dude, Waris, if you hit me on Twitter DMs, I can connect you to some people that have recently beat it. A lot of people have gotten it, and honestly, pretty much everyone I know is beating it that's doing things by the website. Been on that? Yes, Terrence, you got to clean up, though, family. You got to clean up, though, man.
I already see your knowledge is there. LOL. That's it.
Bro, Garrett. Having some sales in your account helps them get, 100%, man. There's no real formula to it, and you don't need to, but it definitely doesn't hurt, and it's obviously a good thing. So like earlier, I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago, I posted a live sourcing video strictly for ungating, auto ungate ASINs, right? So a lot of stuff you guys can sell immediately without invoices.
Dude, I'm the cheapest traveler you'll ever meet. I hate spending money on traveling.
Body bands.
I just need that anytime you get that relatively cheap first class upgrade, that's what's up. But
no, you got to do the bidding. You got to like bid on the day before and place it somewhere in the middle and just hope no one else is bidding.
I got one for like $30 the other day. That was sick.
Dude, I went brokey and
like placing a bid.
Like an upgrade. Yeah. It was on the app. It was like right before, like no one had bought it. Sure.
Dude, because it was either fly American and wait an extra 7 hours in Pennsylvania or fly Spirit. And Spirit, I mean, to get to Miami 7 hours earlier was worth it. But I was in like the first class with Spirit, and it wasn't bad, honestly.
The seats
is American better than Spirit though? I mean, like, let's be real here.
Oh, for me, maybe the routes I go on, but it's significantly better. Like, I mean,
American has left me stranded for like 20-something combined hours at this point.
Oh no, my flights don't get delayed. No, I fly flights.
The front seats in Spirit are better than regular class American.
Ooh,
but if you're comparing apples to apples, American's better.
Okay, well, obviously, grocery.
What should your automated unfulfillable settings be? That's a good question, Angel. It's not, that's in the weeds a little bit, but. You can just auto remove the stuff. Don't auto destroy anything is pretty much the only thing I'd say there. I have us auto removing once a week.
Dude, so I went out to dinner or I went out to lunch with this this big Chad scaling Amazon seller from Twitter. And I was like, all right, you ever ran into a make money online person randomly? And we ran into 8 in the 45 minutes that we were like 8 people either walked by or sat down like at the table with us.
Is that at the normal spot?
Yes, which you're not invited to based on the disgust and the disgrace you put on the name.
Oh, trying to avoid seed oils by you and inherently taking.
Okay. All right. Nathan got Nathan for us, family. All right. Warner, you want to get this first one here?
Sure.
All right, cool. I'll read it out for you. This is a new segment to the stream for anyone who's joined in the past couple of days. We've been enjoying these.
All right.
All right, Nathan, this one better be good.
I feel like the point is that
they're typically good. No. He's good. He's a dog with it. Like that. Oh, this. Okay, here we go. All right, let's see.
All right, let's check it out. So $30 buy cost. So right away, it's profitable, but we got to figure out if it's consistent and all that. This is a pretty good example of like an item that Amazon's on that you could sell also. So when you check out the Keepa, mousing over the Buybox line, you can see there's only a couple chunks where Amazon actually even has sales at all. So they're really not making too many sales on this item. Let's see, a little bit of like increase in new offers recently, but nothing crazy. Don't read this as an IP, by the way. I know if you see like a cliff, usually it means IP, but with Adidas does an IP.
So what do we think that is though? Because I've been seeing that a lot it's pretty much only on Adidas listings.
It's got to be a variation merging of some kind. I wonder if there's another listing of the Icon 7.
No, I don't think so because the reviews. Like the reviews
didn't do anything.
I mean, maybe like a brand regate. They sent out a bunch of brand regates.
It's Adidas though. It's not.
Yeah, but it's
not.
It's on all those too. Specifically those cleats. It's literally on all those. Yeah.
It's probably just like a glitch.
Yeah, I wouldn't read too much into it.
Yeah.
This is Warner, can you show the price history so we can see how the demand has changed? Because this is a great example in sales rank changing seasonally as baseball season has approached here. Yeah. Look at that guy.
You can see us going closer into baseball season, so the price is going to shoot up a little bit.
Yep. And the demand goes way up as that green line drops too on that top chart.
Yep.
Say that there, Warner. And the cool thing is on something like this, right? There's a ton of valuable information if you just start to pick off some of the high price sellers between May and September, right? Because the assumption is they're probably arbitraging pretty heavily, right? They're probably aware of some like the market inconsistencies in terms of like getting those sorts of seasonal items in season. And so I would assume, right, so maybe the sellers that are at 85 or whatever in mid-September are probably pretty smart, just as the sellers in between July and September at like 80 whatever. But also pretty much all those sellers that are really, really generating a lot of income between that July, September, probably pretty smart. Right, that's not guaranteeing you'll find something or find something profitable from their store, but it will at least be interesting, and then it's a good starting point if you have nowhere else to kind of start from reverse source.
And also, I see that Nathan's buy cost is a flat $30 here. You could probably gift card wherever that was. So, like if this was like Champs, for example, you can coupon and gift card it, or like Foot Locker. Like there's probably some other discounts you can get if it's a flat $30 right there. Like I assume that's with no coupon involved.
Yep. I also want to point out, keep offers showing a couple sales there.
Wow. Oh, that moves
a little
for
bit,
sure.
little bit of good to see. And then because variation shows no increases, so if you ever see no increases, make sure you see a little bit of action on data. Otherwise, it's probably like not selling as a variation. Something like this is perfect. We can see like kind of one by one.
And then
There's
what's
another
that?
couple sales.
Oh, a couple more there. Yeah, and the profit per unit's decent on this, you know. And what's the and the cool thing about this is there's other sizes too.
Yeah, that too. So like anytime you guys find that's why like shoes are pretty good to start with. Like higher returns, all that. Just make sure you're like greedy with it. But then all you got to do is like filter by ratings, and then I'll also throw like a new price filter. So like, what's our cutoff? It's probably $60. We want to.
Oh, you gotta Chad move that move that ratings column over, family. Make it easier on yourself.
Yeah, I mean we want this at like $60 for sure. So this needs to be like 59 or more. And
we
then
just need to get Warner's VAs in here to talk through the products analysis.
A bunch of those are good. Yeah. Like, dude, this is like a decent SKU here. Totally. Yeah, there's a lot of like y'all watching this. Go check out some Nike baseball gear tonight too.
Yeah, like you can buy that. Like a lot of these if you can get them for 30.
Amazon is on a crap ton of, and it's scary for me being new. Nah, Nathan, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You got to remember. You imagine telling your grandpa who got shipped off to fight in Vietnam or World War II, right? That you're scared of Adidas being on or Amazon being on a listing. You know, like it's kind of preposterous to think about.
No, Nathan, the real answer is just make sure that they share the buy box. Like, yeah, you can go the Vietnam route with it, but like, yeah, there's a little bit of tactical knowledge that you can throw in. You're fine.
Only from Amazon. You need to buy 10 from anywhere else. My brother in Christ, Gengar, right there. Garrett, the type of dude to not know who that is in that profile pic too.
Isn't it Gengar, what you just said?
Bro, low-key looks like you too. I'm not gonna lie. Bro,
why does Garrett look like Gengar?
G-Body Ben's got the conference cut too. I didn't even beat that.
Yeah, it was getting long
vibes. Okay, cool. Sweet. Corey Body gets here tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, Smart Wednesday. Yeah, he is.
Yeah, Soar's staying with me tonight. I think he gets in at like midnight too. How do you guys feel about grocery? I want to add it. Looks easier to scale. So grocery is actually going to be substantially harder to scale unless you want to do wholesale. It's going to be fantastic if you want to do wholesale or RA. It is going to be a lot harder with OA because the supply chain for grocery products doesn't typically go through websites as much. Now that is partially limiting belief, but it's also pretty true.
I mean, the main thesis there is, right, if you talk about Nike, Puma, Adidas, not really wholesalable, right? You can rest assured that most of the people that are on the listings that you're competing with are probably OA sellers. And so the only delta that you have to compete with is like difference in sales cycles and maybe different sales tax states and things like that. Maybe a discounted gift card here and there, right? That's really the competitive advantage. However, in grocery, just like in beauty, the competitive advantage is essentially just buying higher up the supply chain, right? Yeah. And so that's really the thing that you have to deal with and worry about, because likely is the case in a lot of the grocery stuff, most of the people on that listing, if it's a bigger brand specifically, are likely getting it probably pretty significantly cheaper than you are if you're buying from like a Walmart, a Costco, something like that.
Yep. RA grocery looks fire. It is very profitable, but if your worry is scaling, then that might be maybe one of the worst ways to scale is RA grocery.
How could you
secretly chugging the red 40?
Look at the
key. Got back from Miles is back there doing shots of just red 40 powder, skipping the Gatorade.
So the Buybox rotation shouldn't necessarily, you don't put too much stock into it. It's really just going to be avoiding like a huge skewing factor, right? The same way we want to avoid like a size of a shoe that doesn't sell, right? We want to avoid listings where so a particular seller is, 80, 85, 90% of in control when the listing only sells a couple hundred times, right? So again, those scenarios aren't completely meant to be skipped. We just have to be aware and account for a listing that's hugely, hugely dominated by a particular seller. And that's really the main value of the rotation, is just to be aware of like those big skewing factors, just like variations.
Yeah, you're not even going to look at the buy box statistics if the keep a chart looks bad. And if the keep a chart looks bad, the buy box statistics are going to look bad. So
Bingo.
you're pretty much only going to look at the buy box stats to figure out where the price action's going, like where you want to price it. Like that's not super going to be a factor in deciding to buy an item or not, because if the buy box stats look bad, it's going to be making the keep a chart look bad, and you'll have already analyzed the keep a chart for that skew.
Yeah, it's like you kind of just work down, you continue to peel back the layers of the onion, right? The first qualifying question is account health. Is it IP? Is the brand on it? Are you going to get in trouble by selling it, right? That's the first qualifier. Second, probably velocity, right? What's realistic expectations in terms of whether it's a variation, buy box, of course, like how many you think you can sell. And then again, the part that we worry about the last is price, right? Because that's most malleable. That's where we can tug on these levers that Miles and Warner talk about a bunch, and in terms of getting that extra 10, 15, 20% off, right?
Oh, so that term, by the way, it's discount mechanism. I've officially found the perfect term for it. You need to figure out the discount mechanisms, plural, that each website offers, and that's how items become good.
Would you go on a run today and just start boost that?
No, I downloaded that 2 nights ago. 2 nights ago. That's the term.
He got the new update.
Yep.
When Miles sleeps, when Miles sleeps, he just goes into the corner, eyes open, like 9 hours.
Plugged in and got the new iOS.
Yeah.
He upgraded to like 15.1.
Yeah, Alicia, if someone's earning too much of the buy box, a bunch of people are going to be tanking the price in the first place, though. Right? So if the price isn't tanking, clearly the buy box standing is an issue. No, 10. Guys. Okay, 10. Only if you're buying from Amazon, and low key, I bet you purchase from Amazon and just 10 would work too, honestly. But no, the buying 50 for Ungates is only if you're doing it from Amazon.
Yeah, I'm testing the 50 theory right now. We're on submission 4, so they might actually enforce the 50 from Amazon. We'll see. You don't know until like submission 10.
Exactly. I go to Vegas. I go to Vegas for 2 days, and now people are talking about 50 unit Ungates. What happened? What happened? Where I was going?
Garrett didn't get the new update. He forgot to plug in last night.
Body bends. Yeah. Okay. So walk us through. How was ASD, family?
It was awesome. It was awesome. It was mainly just business. We didn't do anything super crazy. Went to bed decently early. Got up pretty early.
Where'd you stay?
When he came. Mirage. It's like halfway splitting. And they give you like $100 to spend on food with the platinum, and they do an upgrade and stuff. So, it's like one of the cheaper ones, and it's really.
All right, I'm banning this, dude. Did you see did you see Corey Body Benz and Sawyer?
Of course, yeah. I was talking with Sawyer's parents for like an hour.
Oh, they're awesome, man. They're awesome.
And we were walking the show for a bit.
Who else did you see?
There's a couple of new people that we met. The first meeting, the first like meetup that we did.
If y'all are coming to Miami Stars Conference, you're gonna see Garrett like talking to people like this. He's gonna be like,
that's actually how my arms are right now.
Make fun of Garrett's body language hour. What is this?
You guys have been selling for a while. You still guys have an Ungated products? Yeah. Only pretty much the biggest brands, Alex, which is honestly kind of how you are as a beginner seller too, for the most part. But certain things do become auto Ungate the longer you're in it, though, too.
Great time. You got a sweet new shirt. I mean, that's what you really came for, right? You fly round trip. You deal with being in Vegas for the free T-shirt.
No, I know Joe is boozing heavy for sure.
Kingpin's a dad. I didn't know that.
Really?
So is Trevin. I knew that. I talked to Trevin for a while.
I knew that. Yeah. Trevin was there too?
Yeah, I was talking to him for a while. He's doing a bunch of the whole like affiliate, like Amazon influencer stuff now.
Ah, it's cool. That's what's up. FBM boxes and buy some bulk. Okay, cool. Yeah. So randomer, you can get as a beginner, just buy them at Walmart. And then over time, you're going to figure out what sizes you need and buy them in bulk from Uline. If you need a walkthrough on FBM shipping costs, I have a guide for y'all at howtofbm.com.
Right. If you use fake names to avoid order cancels, just make sure that the billing address has your real name on it. Otherwise, yes, you will have invoice problems. The address being the same helps, but
Phone
name being the
number,
same is
email. Yeah, you
really
want
what
you
you
want to
want.
keep as many. You want to make it as easy as possible.
Yeah.
For them.
If somebody's giving you that much trouble on order cancels, it's generally just best to come back in a couple weeks, see if they forgot you, spend some money somewhere else.
I would say I would instead of starting to like change names and addresses and emails, I would worry more about the gift cards, right?
Yeah,
Because
payment
essentially,
method. Yeah.
similar to like buying a house, how you have to use like an actual bank approved check for the deposit. Similar thing, right? It's their approved money. They know it exists. They've authenticated it. And so again, a lot of the cancels come from like their fraud detection programs, essentially trying to look out for you, right? A lot of the cancels come from not necessarily the site not wanting your money. They just have all sorts of boundaries and guidelines in place that are supposed to protect their consumers. And a lot of times the gift cards get around that.
Yeah. Gift card, PayPal, regular credit card, virtual card. Usually one of those will go through.
Private label. Are there any IP issues with Puma, Nike, Adidas? No. So, dude, private label, man, just means low competition. It doesn't mean actually private label unless the brand is dominating it.
Tiago Castro. I've never heard a more soccer player name in my life. I feel like Tiago is like a huge soccer name. Just bought my tickets
See
to
you in
the
Miami,
event.
Tiago?
Yeah, heck yeah, we'll all be there.
That'll be fun. How do you feel about the new placement fees? We love them.
Yeah,
They're, I mean, you deal
Hell
with
of a
it. Like
choice.
prices will
Hell of
go
a
up.
choice.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, it's like 40, 50, 60 cents per pound. Just plug it in the SellerAmp and then just adjust your sourcing criteria accordingly.
Yeah, I think what a lot of people are seeing is like a 30 to 50 cent per unit increase in your fees. So the market will adjust over time. And if you're worried about in the short term, just raise your price a little bit.
Okay, well, Alex, so you shouldn't be the way you're getting those Puma products is incorrect, then, man. Because the only way you should be getting to those listings is reverse sourcing and keep a product finder. Keep a product finder. You can just filter top to bottom or put in a competition minimum of 3. Reverse sourcing. Very rarely are you going to run into listings with one seller, especially for a big brand like that, man. So go on, Alex, is a good starting point. Just go on Amazon and search Puma men's slides. You're going to see a bunch of popping ones immediately right there. Some of which are going to be profitable with the 20% code that shows in the bottom left of the Puma website. That's all I'm going to say there.
Dude, that was a great answer.
What?
You're
Downsides to profit recovery services. Yeah, I mean, Miles he's got the power addiction today.
Throw this dude a compliment, and that's what I get.
Yeah. There's not really a downsize randomer. I would say don't let them do all of your FBA shipments. You can see that yourself. You don't need a software to take 25% of whatever they recover. For you to send in invoices there, but it is helpful for like the smaller stuff that they catch.
Whoa, Angel. Well, we care about you, man. We don't want you to go down that path.
Chad, fraud labels? No, don't do the fraud labels. Not good. Your parents raise you better than to use fraud labels.
Little
don't
Debbie
commit literal crimes for the margins.
Yeah, right. Has one seller total sellers and he sold out. Should I sell it, LL, or is the one seller history risky? A couple things. Look at some of the other products within that brand. If you're seeing a lot of products historically with consistent 5, 10, 15, 20 sellers, right, you should be fine. The cool thing is, right, if you find that same theory applies everywhere, right, you can find sellers or find products where maybe the product is just recently going out of stock. You can identify those and apply that to some of your favorite brands, right? Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, Puma, whatever you like to sell. That methodology will be cross-functional to kind of boost your sourcing all around. But in that case, again, just look at other products within the brand, and that will kind of be the indication of as a whole if that brand's good or not. But that's probably a good opportunity, right? Because if the seller went out of stock, you can kind of dictate the market. You can kind of dictate where the price you're going to warrant. And if it sells well, then you should be good to go.
I'm a little worried about returns. So yeah, if you're like under 10K a month profit, like you should be just Chad scaling and not worried about returns at all, outside of making sure your ROI is a little bit higher depending on the specific SKU. So like, for example, a men's pair of socks is going to be returned very similar to, pretty much anything else on Amazon. But a women's pair of shoes where there's sizing issues is going to be returned to the tune of 3 to 5x more than most other products on Amazon, right? So you got to factor that in, especially for women's shoes. You got to go higher ROI on that and get more gift cards involved, get the products cheaper. Pro said what?
Bang. Beauty of Life, you need to watch some YouTube, my friend. Go look up Fields of Profit free course, Flips for Miles free course, and then you'll know how to ask a little bit more directed question. You kind of know the basics after that. Talking about coming low inventory fees, it really is hard to tell what they're going to do. And it would make no sense if they're going to make arbitrage sellers have 30 days of stock. The warehouses would be a nightmare. I'm assuming it's going to be a private label issue and not so much for arbitrage. And if they do make it an arbitrage issue, then they will fix that. The warehouse would be terrible if they do make. They don't want a year's worth of an arbitrage ace and spread across the country all at once.
I mean, if you think about it, to your point, right? Amazon's not really losing any money if a particular seller, if Warner goes out of stock and there's 7 other sellers to continue to fulfill. They do lose money if there's a private label product, a brand product where there's 1 seller on it. They go out of stock for a couple of weeks. Well, that becomes more of an issue because Amazon's tangibly losing dollars, right? They're tangibly losing money because there's no one else on that listing to fulfill.
It's a fact right there. I can only get partial shipping. Alan, it should be in your settings, man.
Yeah, it also depends on the shipment, Alan. I'm still trying to figure out the cutoffs and stuff. From what I've seen so far, if you get like 5 or so boxes or more worth of stuff, then generally they give you the optimized. If there's like a very small shipment, then they won't.
Yeah, we got to get that Friday at the gym. This Friday gonna be crazy, man. Oh my gosh, I'm so hyped for that. We're gonna get the runs in. Fuck yeah. I'm gonna be handing out smoke. Whoever wants it. For Amazon, you don't need an LLC to start selling on Amazon. Now I have no idea your personal situation. I'm not a lawyer, but Amazon doesn't require it.
Ooh, are you pulling up the ball on Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a good question here. Well, Corey's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm in retirement or something." Bro, you're 28.
Nah, he's gonna be like, "Oh, my bedtime's at 7. I gotta get ready for bed."
Yeah. Meanwhile, I got stallions flying in from all over America, right, to absolutely clean up. Do you buy product in the products package in the retail store? Slightly different. So Praneeth, it depends how different and what type of item it is and who it's buying. For example, a couple of the coaching homies were buying some oatmeal this morning on a very well-known retailer. That was an item that Uncle Flips put them onto, right? And they were worried about the packaging being different. But I was like, bro, like the grandmas buying that probably don't care, right? But if the packaging's different on like, makeup, for example, and it's pretty high end, the customer base might care a little bit more, right? So you kind of got to weigh the judgments like that. But you have to make sure it's the right product from a UPC and ingredients perspective, especially if it's a consumable.
And you always want the versioning is probably going to be more of an issue, right? If it's like a version 2 or a 2.0 or something like that, it's more of an issue than just the colors. Do you need an LLC to open up wholesale accounts? Yes.
Yes, yeah, you need, yeah.
As well as a resale certificate. That'll be on every application you fill out. What's up with Amazon not having optimized split shipments? Man, I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, go to your inbound shipping settings and switch it to Amazon optimized by default. Yeah,
that's what I figured. Yeah, got it. Of course, Praneeth. Yes, sir. Absolutely. What is the minimum shipping box size? Yeah, as a beginner, just send in whatever you got because learning is much more important than worrying about maximizing dollar amounts when you're newer, I think, on that. But if you do want to maximize it, then wait till you have a full box and such. But I wouldn't really worry about that. I think you're better off learning. But if you are going to wait, list that same inventory FBM while you're waiting. You might be able to pick up some quick sales. Cool. All right. Beauty of Life. From how much? Beauty of Life. Why you gotta watch some videos, man? You gotta watch some videos.
Go watch that free course.
Yeah, like 1 to 3K. Category wise, the best stuff to start with, in my opinion, is gonna be like Nike, Adidas, Puma type stuff, just because that's really easy to ungate and it is a very large category, so it unlocks tens of thousands of items you can immediately set. I've been leveraging my Plum card. How can I stay in the positive cash flow? Seems to be paying off my card. Any tips, higher margins? Yeah, so the biggest thing, Miguel, is going to be inventory quality and how you're fulfilling that inventory and how quick, right? So, for example, you could hop on one of these life-changing FBM items, right, and really nicely be caught up to speed, man, right? You could. You could, right? You know, I never think that, you know, might not be the case and such, you know, in terms of finding those and such. But yeah, I think the stuff that's going to help solve that is buying faster moving inventory, getting FBM involved as much as possible, right? And then the same stuff we talk about with everything else, like talking to other sellers, networking, getting in the weeds, getting alpha other people aren't going to get, etc.
Miles, you need a
go check out the free course
for this weekend too, bro.
I need what?
You're getting a little shaggy up on the dome.
It's good. It's sun maxing season. It's go for a walk with a tar ball. I walked into one of my boys from Twitter. He was on the key with his shirt on today. It's like, well, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Like it's the best day of the year so far. Prime shipping. No, so you can't do Prime with FBM. Prime is only an FBA thing.
Bring them all back.
Dan, you'll be going back in the trench. There's this really funny video, bro. I don't know how. It was from almost 3 years ago. It was me and Danny at the first Miami Sellers Conference. And it's really funny. We were on stream there. And like, I don't know why Max was watching this video, but he brought it up. It was like, she was hella funny from the Buybox. Yeah, exactly. Right. So yeah, FBA is the only way to get Prime shipping. All right, G-Body Benz, you want to get this ASIN?
I gotta clean some tabs up here. 1 second.
All right. I'll get it. Well, yeah, take with that, do with that information, whatever you guys will. Yeah. All right, let's see. B08 XWXSTJ8. All right, let's see.
What is it? Lego, right? Is this it?
Oh, all right. Buy cost 30. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, G-Body Benz. Let's see what we got.
30 is gonna be a little tight here.
Yeah. Unless it's Amazon in and out.
And it just dropped off heavy.
Just dropped off. Yeah. Okay. So we were never profitable at this at 48. Yeah. So we're just about break even here. Can we get this cheaper anywhere else though? Oh, all right. Super Mario here. Damn, you're actually getting that pretty cheap relatively. So yeah, no. So yeah, we can see this is pretty much just selling at retail here where Amazon is. Amazon is actually sharing Buybox in this, as I can see by going here. Yeah, I mean, Amazon's sharing 40%. It's nothing crazy. But yeah, no, this is a pass just from a lack of profitability perspective here. The volume on this is fire though. Sales number. Oh no, that's after fees. That's after fees. Oh wait, the sale. Oh no, sales on your Amazon seller. That's before fees. How often do you guys have a Miami Sellers Conference? So it's not ours. It's once a year. You can check the Miami Sellers Conference website for that, brother Alex. But yeah, they do it once a year, typically in the spring.
When are you flying, Warner?
What's up?
When are you flying in?
Tomorrow. I was just checking in for the flights.
Where do you buy FBA shipping boxes? Walmart to start, man. You ever had any luck disputing an IP complaint? I mean, yeah, weird stuff like that does happen, so you might as well shoot it. But you'd be much better off going through the process of adding your prep center to your Amazon account, getting a postcard sent there so that it is on your thing, or always making the billing address the one that does match your Amazon account.
Yeah. You'll probably have the least issues doing that. Yeah.
The shipping address can be whatever, but as long as that billing address, your phone number is there, email address, your actual billing, your account address, you should be fine.
Yeah. It will sell faster, Nicholas. Yeah. Just because you get more Buybox typically, you know, Buybox is not completely, but mostly based on shipping speed and price. Those are the two most important. So if you can get it faster, FBA, it will make more sales.
How do you go about dangerous goods, hazmat products? Well, you're likely not, if you're asking that question, you're probably not approved, so you'll have to merchant fulfill them.
Which is lead, though.
Yeah. Just look it up on Google. There's a specific way to do it. You got to print out like a label, put it on the outside. Just look it up on Google. But again, that's when we talk about sourcing and adding complexities and kind of like establishing moats. I mean, that's one of the best. Can you use Keeper Product Finder to search hazmat? I don't think you can.
Probably not. You could search like colognes and bug spray.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know that you can. Because they don't have that. Keeper doesn't have that data. That's Amazon data.
Well, SellerAmp gets it somehow. So it's there.
Yes. Shipped handful of shirts without prep because didn't know it needed prep. I mean, yeah, like you might want to remove. I guess how would you remove or order something if you didn't label it? I don't know, man. Like they'll probably label it for you. They'll probably give you a fine and label it for you if you didn't put any stickers on it or anything.
Chad Fine. Chad Fine, the VA.
We're talking. It depends what you mean. If you just didn't bag it, you're fine. But if it has the FN screw label,
Right.
you're good. We never used to bag anything.
Oh
when
my
we
god,
did
bro!
it.
There was like a time where I think I had done like 80,000 FBA units without a single poly bag. Like I was just chat scaling. Like, and I would always be like, when I started doing preps, I was like, why do these items keep looking really good here?
Because they prep it properly.
Yeah. Cool, guys. All right, sweet. So we'll be on a couple more minutes. Yes, you're charged that amount randomer. Yeah. Thoughts on Amazon low inventory fees? Isn't it that they only kick in if your account's over a year old? The low inventory. Am I wild?
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's
If you're a beginner, it doesn't matter.
yeah, cool.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
And
What-
by the time it would matter for you, there's no shot it'll be around for arbitrage because they're going to incentivize a warehouse nightmare if they actually did do that. So you're good.
Yeah. Transparency SKUs. I don't even know how that really works. I never really had to deal with that.
Yeah.
Transparency, they're usually just like high volume products, Nicole. So unless you're buying them direct from a wholesaler, you're probably not going to have the transparency codes on it. They typically only put it on there if they know it's going to end up online. So as a general rule, don't source them unless it's brand direct.
When a brand says they don't give us their products to resale, should we give up on their products? I mean, for the most part, unless you see a ton of people Chad scaling it, like other than that, yeah, like for the most part, like, cause it's just not going to be a good long-term partnership. You know, should I start using Keeper or SellerAmp? Okay. I'm going to,
I think that's a bit. I think that.
Yeah. But I mean, yes, regardless. All right, they're cool. All right, everyone have a good night. If you're coming to Miami Stars Conference, well, I mean, we'll be on a couple more times between now and then, but we'll see you there. Excited to give you some good dap. Garrett's gonna be like, oh, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. And I'm gonna be like, what's good, family? Bang. Yes, sir. All right, have a good one, everyone.
I remember the people commenting on our daps when we were up in the panel.
Bro, Tom, the best one I've ever gotten on God was Thomas from Cali. Tom and Thomas from Cali.
Oh, that's not shocking. They were there this past week.
Money. Oh, for real? You linked up with them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. What does that mean? Joint decisions. They're both estimates. The Cuba chart's going to be the best determinant of velocity in terms of gauging the performance over time. The nice thing is either way, that's enough monthly sales to test though, regardless and such. Items are more likely to sell once you get reviews. Yes, but reviews aren't super important to that. It's more so just pricing and delivery dates. Right there. Cool. Have a great night. See y'all soon. Appreciate it. Be great, family.
See you guys.